Good morning all of you. So today the next part of transportation problem is we are going to solve one numerical on transportation where we are going to find out what is the optimum transportation cost. So here we are going to study about the Modi method, which is also called as UV method, which is a method to check the optimum transportation cost. So let us see the problem here. See the question, find the optimum transportation cost for the given problem. They have given the 3 by 3 matrix where 3 factories A, B, C are there, 3 warehouses X, Y, Z are there. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix is given and the unit transportation costs are given. Capacities of A, B, C are given as 60, 70, 80. The requirements of X, Y, Z are given as 50, 80, 80. As we all know, the first step is to check the sum of capacities is equal to the sum of the requirements or not. It is 210. After that, we have studied in the previous lecture how to find out the initial basic feasible solution by Vogel's approximation method. So in this problem, they have not mentioned any method. So to find out the initial basic feasible solution, I will make use of Vogel's approximation method, which we have already studied in the previous lecture. So using that Vogel's method, where we have to find out the penalties of rows and columns and do the allocation. So using that method now, I have done the allocations. I have got 4 allocations, 50, 60, 20 and 80. I have got 4 allocations, correct? So therefore, the initial basic feasible solution is 750. 750 we have got the initial basic feasible solution. Now, I want to check whether this initial basic feasible solution is optimum or not, because the question is find out the optimum transportation cost. So this initial solution is optimum or not, we have to carry out the optimality test. For that, we have to first see the number of allocations. So as per the formula, the number of allocations in the matrix should always be equal to m plus n minus 1, where m is number of rows and n is number of columns. So therefore here 3 plus 3 minus 6 is equal to 5. So as per the formula, the number of allocations should be equal to 5. So we have to check this. Here I have got only 4 allocations, 50, 60, 20 and 80. Since the number of allocations is not satisfied as per the formula, which is 1 less, such a problem is called as a degenerate problem. It is called as what? It is called as degenerate transportation problem, or we say that degeneracy exists in the transportation problem. For such a problem, what we have to do is that we have to make the number of allocations 5. For that, we have to allocate a small allocation in the matrix delta, which is very minute, which is approximately equal to 0 only. So we have to allocate a small allocation in the matrix in the smallest cost cell other than these allocations. So where we have done these allocations, leaving that in the smallest cost cell we have to do the allocations. So the smallest cost cell is 5. So in the smallest cost cell we have to do a small allocation delta. Delta is very small value. So this delta allocation should be such that it should be independent also. Independent means it should not form loop with allocations. It should not, these are allocations. So with these allocations, it should not form square or rectangular loops. So here, this delta is not forming any loop here. So I allocate delta to the smallest cost independent cell. Now the problem becomes non-degenerate. So we have to check this problem now for optimality. What is the first step in optimality? The first step in the Modi method to check the optimum, we have to draw the matrix once again, and where we have got the allocations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 9, 5, 3, 3, these are the unit transportation cost. So in the new matrix now, where we have got the allocations, write the unit transportation cost for those allocated cells only. Step number 1 for optimality method. Optimality method. So we have got the allocations here. So I have written the unit transportation cost. These dots are called as empty cells because here allocations are not done. The first step in Modi method is draw the matrix, write the unit transportation cost where allocations are there, and write U1, U2, U3 for rows, V1, V2, V3 for columns. Correct? Then assume any one value of U as 0. Assume any one value of U. The U that has maximum allocations can be allocated as 0. So you can allocate U2 as 0 or U3 as 0 because both have two allocations. Now I have allocated U2 as 0. After allocating U2 as 0, find out the values of U1, U3, V1, V2, V3 using these values. Now what is this 9? 9 means U2 plus V3 is equal to 9. U2 plus V3 is equal to 9. U2 is 0. U2 is 0. Therefore, V3 is equal to 9. Correct? Take this value. U2 plus V1. U2 plus V1 is equal to 3. U2 is 0. Therefore, V1 is equal to 3. Correct? So, we know now V1 and V3. We don't know V2. Find out next one. U3, we will take V3 now. V3 plus U1 is equal to 3. This first one. But I know now V3. V3 is 9. So therefore U1 is equal to minus 6. Similarly U3 plus V3 is equal to 5. U3 plus V3 is equal to 5. Correct? We know what? V3. V3 is 9. So therefore U3 is equal to minus 4. U2 already we know as 0. So U1, U2, U3 we know. Now V2 is remaining. So V2 is remaining. You can take this value. V2 plus U3. V2 plus U3 is equal to 3. Correct? U3 we know as minus 4. Therefore V2 is equal to 7. We have found out the values of V1, V2, V3 and U1, U2, U3 using these matrices. This is the first step in optimality method. Correct? What is the second step? Now just here, these costs where we have written, these are allocated cells and the other one are called as empty cells. After finding out U1, U2, U3 and V1, V2, U3, now we have to find out what is the value of Ui plus Vj for these empty cells. First here, what is the value here? U1 plus V1. What is the value here? U1 plus V2. Here U2 plus V2. Here U1 plus V1. Using this method, we have to find out Ui plus Vj for empty cells. Ui plus Vj for empty cells. These are the empty cells where I have shown the dots. What is the value here? U1 is how much? U1 is minus 6 and V1 is how much? 3. So therefore Ui plus Vj I get here minus 3. What is the value here? U1 plus V2. So what is U1? U1 is minus 6. V2 is 7. So we get the value here 1. What is the value here? U2 plus V2. U2 is 0. V2 is 7. So we get the value here as 7. What is the value here? U3 plus V1. U3 plus V1. So I get the value here minus 1. So using Ui plus Vj, find out the values for empty cells. Third step. What is the third step? Find delta Ij. What is delta Ij? Delta Ij is nothing but, see here, now we know Ui plus Vj for empty cells. Here transportation cost is there in the first matrix. So cost minus of this value we have to write here for empty cells only. Find cost minus Ui plus Vj. Means Ui plus Vj is this, cost you have to see in the first matrix. Cost minus of this number. What is the cost of first cell? The cost of first cell is 8. 8 minus of minus 3. It will be how much? 8 minus of minus 3. It will be 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. You will get here as 11. Next. Cost minus this for empty cells. So 7 minus 1, we get here 6. Here, what is the cost in the first matrix? It is 8 here. 8 minus 7, we get here 1. Correct? For this cell, what is the cost there? 11. 11 minus 1, we get here 12. So these are the costs here. So after writing this Cij minus your Cij means this is the cost in the first matrix. Cost minus these values I write here. This is called as delta Ij. Correct? Now, if all these delta Ij values are greater than or equal to 0, if all these delta Ij values are greater than or equal to 0, we say that the above transportation cost, which we have got as how much? 750. So for this cost, I have checked whether it is optimum or not. If I get all delta Ij values greater than or equal to 0, we say that above solution is optimum. Which solution? Above solution. We say that above solution is an optimum solution. So therefore optimum cost is equal to rupees 750. Means the initial transportation cost that we have found now, that itself is an optimum transportation cost. That itself is an optimum transportation cost. This is how we have checked the optimum transportation cost. First find out initial solution by WAM method, then check for optimality. If you get all delta Ij values greater than or equal to 0, this is optimum. So this is a degenerate transportation optimum cost, optimum transportation cost. Okay, thank you.